Hiya guys, Spectre here. Welcome back to some more Total Warhammer 3. Continuing my Chaos Dwarf campaign with Zhatan. Yeah, in turn. And that's what I thought. Recruiting a lot of cheap labour at the moment. Problem is they're not very good troops. It's like Skaven slaves. Basically, it's what they are, but they're green skin slaves. Oh. Aren't I trading with him? No. I mean, I've already declared war on what's her face. I'm going to declare war as well, for fuck's sake. Hey? Everyone's now declaring war on me. Why? Why? He really don't want to give me non-aggression order, does he?
Onward.
So I declared war on her, which is fine because I've got to wipe her out to win anyway. Actually, probably don't declare war on Grimgor. That might be a bad idea.
The boss.
They declared war on me. They don't like servants of the Conclave.
The won't you be enslaving any of our noblars now? Darkness calls.
And they declared war on me. We've got minus 40 aversion though.
Garistat. Sumazma.
Take off that thing. Otherwise his melee attack and defense goes to shit. Yes, it's very much worth taking. Then again, as is that. We can't get that until tier 3. So actually, because we don't need growth population points, we can just save straight up and build that, can't we? How much fucking stuff does that need?
Marink.
Ah, see on that one the conclave influence goes up by 1 on the things. I don't think it does on the others, does it? No, that just stays at 1, which is kind of stupid in my opinion. And the factories are the same, they just stay at 1. It's even from the basic building. I'll actually do it on all the cities. So all the cities regardless. In fact, no, because is that a tower as well? Oh, bollocks, that's a tower as well. So I don't know where this conversion thing is it's on about. I don't see the option. You can abandon settlement. You can't convert it from what I can see. But what I'll do is, with the next 2 cities I come across, since I've already got 2 towers and didn't even fucking realise it, I'll build both basically a raw material one and a factory one for the next 2 major settlements. I haven't got anywhere near that amount of arms. How the fuck are you supposed to build these then? Seems like a hell of a lot. I'll build that. Because the garrison's not massive or amazing. What does it get maxed out at? 3, 6, 8, 10, 12. 14, 16, 18, 19. So it goes up to 19 if you build the garrison building. If you don't build the garrison building, you've only got 12. So you've just got just over a half stack, which is not a lot. Not if a 20 stack comes at you. Although, after seeing how these perform, I do need to get rid of, well, even those as well, to be fair, to be completely honest. I need to get rid of both. I can't really rely on them. These did break in the battle, but it took them a lot longer to break. But I need definitely the Iron Sworn guys. What I can see is from what I've played so far and how I understand it. Oh, bugger. Okay. Ooh, kills. Give it labour, fuck it, why not? It's one thing I'm worried about running out of, in all honesty. Yeah, one thing with zombies are shit in auto-resolve. You've got to fight the battle with zombies. If you fight them and you've got Helm and Ghost zombies as well, they could be really good. They're not great at like killing things still, but in terms of like sustain, probably one of the best sustaining units in the game. Take us into -1, really. Right. So since these can also get in fights, you need to be sending these out as well on a regular basis. In all honesty. Because if they get in a fight like that and they win, they can help your labour issue. Public order's become a problem though, definitely. Well, the thing should be up here, so I can upgrade that. Because then what I can do is, I can look at upgrading this, which I can upgrade with money, which is good at least, so I can actually get access to, like, up to these units. I mean, essentially as well with these, you could put both of these in one settlement, but you'd need over 600 raw materials a turn coming in. Because that basically then just eats the fuck away your growth, doesn't it? Because it's an upkeep building as well. Huge. It does make me wonder. I don't think you'd be able to. Because I know how Siege are going to work things. What the fuck? Okay. What the fuck? Oh, so there's one that goes to there. That's the new one. So you can go from there. Oh, that could open things up. Oh, fuck's sake. Because I'm still playing my Throg campaign, which won't have that in. It won't be updated. But that actually opens up things for Throg, where you could go in and, like, invade different areas of the world and actually get trade agreements with these. Right. Now, at the moment we need to hold on to our armaments for like dear fucking life. It's upgrading each one though, isn't it, as well? That's the thing. It's going to be a verifiable fucking nightmare. Because I need to be able to build this and build this. So which means this factory one that I've got here, I'm 100% going to need that one. Because you're not bringing in armaments fast enough. It's going to be way more important than the money. Jesus Christ. And that's also what I need to look at. Then I need research. Oh, fucking hell. Construction cost. 4 factory settlement buildings. Okay, that's good. Right. So this is more about your convoys, which at the moment I don't really need that much. But that's obviously a lot to get. I've not got any iron or timber, so that's kind of pointless, I suppose. Ugh.
Whose praise are Budraj?
Right, who's this guy at Blizzard Peak? Who is it?
War unceasing.
He's a vassal of Kolek. Okay.
Rarjar.
Right, we can't underway inside Cathay. Before I do that, really, I want a scout. So I want to know what's on the other fucking side. To get a scout, I need almonds. Oh my god. Just because this is such a complex faction. This is definitely a faction for more experienced players. If somebody's playing the game for the first time, I would not recommend Chaos Dwarfs at all. And because they don't even use basic growth, they play completely different to any other faction in the game. I mean, you could argue Skaven have an extra mechanic with food. Well, let's see what else we want to spend our fucking labour on first. So if I take 300 off of that, I'll have 340, but I can do that. Right, okay, so actually the reduction, the construction cost reduction for all buildings, that actually does apply to these ones, because that's only 450 here, but it's 500 in the other province, because I don't have the full one. What the hell, go with it. Fuck it. Should just sit him in there. Okay. You don't want to go down that way anymore. I mean, I suppose you can actually get labour through these things as well. Can't believe they can trade with Bretonians, that's kind of weird. Then again, they probably shouldn't go to war with you. Dispatch him there. Yeah, I'm just using it to try and get labour where I can, because if I can keep that bringing me in labour every, say, 5 to 10 turns, then I won't run out of labour. Obviously, I've got to manage a public order, but that's fine. But at least then I haven't got to constantly be in battles all the time, because my army's not strong enough, even though it's a 20 stack. We've seen how it performed in that siege there, it barely won. So it's not going to do much now against the battle-hardened armies over here. And unless I underway past the gates, I've got to control these gates anyway, as part of my victory condition. Either me or a vassal. And then I've got to destroy northern provinces. It's not going to be a cakewalk. So until I get better units, it's just not viable. So I'm just going to save up my stuff. And I'm just going to basically bide my time. This is what Chaos Dwarves actually do, I suppose, in the lore. They don't really go aggressively expanding places. But in this case, I can't. So I need to just, wherever I can, I need to use my convoys to bring me either labour or armaments. I don't care about money. I can make money that's going to keep going up. Because my army's not going to get more expensive until I can recruit better units. So yeah, I can use that instead. So I suppose see I've kind of thought a way around it. Is you can use the convoy system to supply yourself with labour. Because I'm going to need the labour is basically it. That's one thing I can definitely run out of. You can't really run out of raw materials because you can manage your resources. If you go over it, that's your own fault. And you can't really run out of money. Again, you can manage your resources like you can with every other faction. You can manage that. And Conclave, you don't really have something that takes it off you passively. You just gain more over time, so you can buy more of those things. I'm going to try and see if I can get some like trade agreements and stuff and non-aggressions. Who's this fucking guy then? Oh, that's not the main guy. That's just a dude. But he's strength rank 3? This is... Hang about it. There's Estrogoth. It's not, that's just a... That's a generic fucking Chaos Dwarf Lord. Oh my god. Trading, but he don't want to trade.
Noska, I will hear you. Let's... Tribe, I will hear you. Take what's there. The gods might come...
Boss, give me a reason not to eat. Now! I have bathed in lightning. I am energized.
You know what? Fuck it. Who's he war with? Okay.
Why, you chance to do our master's work here, brother. Speak then.
I'm at war with enough factions nearby, so nobody should be declaring war on me. We're quite secure where we are. You want that in every one of those. You kind of have to have that for your raw material income. Again, you've got a money building there, as you've got a money building the factories. I don't think the money building on those is actually that important. The factories one obviously brings you in a lot more, but it costs you a lot of raw materials, which is better off spent getting armaments, because there's no other way to get armaments on this one. It doesn't give you an option. Now there you can get 250 income up to 300 with the research, and that doesn't have any drawback. And then obviously you've got 150 there as well, so you can have 450 coming in. Obviously that's if you haven't got control issues. I've got control issues, so I'm building that. And there's that one there, which is also good. That's what we need. But that's okay, actually, because I think we're having the other one there, aren't we? Oh. It's that one, which we're not having. Because we wanted to get the capacity up for these two, didn't we? Shit. I mean, there's always a chance I could risk not having that and then taking that. I suppose if the control becomes an issue, which it probably will be, I suppose. There's a lot to manage though on this faction. There is actually a lot to manage. It's going to be a delicate balance of, you've got labour to produce raw materials, you've got to maintain your control on your faction so you're not getting constant rebellions, and then you need to produce armaments so you can capacity the troops that you do want and need to be able to survive in the late game. Because you can't build an army of shit to survive in the late game. You can barely survive the early game. The only one that you haven't got to manage really is the Conclave influence. That just constantly goes up, basically. What do these ones do? See, these ones I don't give a shit about. See, it's not bad, it's just obviously depends on which one you get. Every 4 turns you get one, which is pretty good. But what if it's things that you don't want? Like I want melee infantry. I suppose it's a way to not have to then spend armaments on it. And it's every 4 turns, not too bad. Again, not bothered about that. So that's kind of like the armies that Scarbrand can initiate. Ooh, that's quite good. -1% upkeep for each military seat claimed in the Tower of Tsar. I mean, that one's definitely useful, as is that one. The ones I can see being useful to me. And what's the top ones? Oh, God. Confederate the Legion of Azor. Confederate with servants of the Conclave. Confederate the Disciples of Hashut. So I can confederate this guy even though he's not a legendary lord. Because he is Drazo of the Ashen, and so's Astrogoth Ironhand. So unless he's going to become a legendary lord later on then, but he's certainly not at the moment. Because you can confederate him, which you'd think with him being at the bloody top of the Tower Azar tree, up here, with these two, that'd make him quite important. So maybe that's the 4th Chaos Dwarf Legendary Lord. So we need to pick out 4, don't we? Is what we want, really. I've got with the armaments one. Raw materials one is there. Armaments cost upgrade is there. And then casualty replenishment there. I think they're probably the best ones for me to go for. There's income from some of my buildings as well, which is also never going to be a bad thing. Huh?
Maori Tatagio.
Because I've only got so much of this shit to go around, it's going to cost more into a moment to upgrade that. Because they don't get a reduction. So let's focus on the Prana province. And they're both costing money, which is fine. And then the last building is going to be its garrison. Which is also costing money, which is fine. And that's not an issue. So that should be taking off 150, so that's what's going off that ante, I think. Should say consumed, maybe it updates next turn then. I don't know, it's weird. Well, this one's very important, we'll do that one. Research. Ah, oh, bugger. Because we need to get onto this side and do this. Because these are all bloody expensive, they're all using my shit that I need. I'll go to there. Because then I've got that, and I've got... Oh, it's capacity for Demon Smith as well, so actually pretty good. And there you get capacity for Infernal Castellan. Right, okay, fair enough. Yeah, so I can't get this unit for whatever reason. Must be a unique unit to one of the other legendary lords. Or maybe they've all got one then. Oh. Because like I've got the Infernal Ironsworn, which is basically like their version of kind of like Ironbreakers, I suppose. There's Infernal Guard Fireglades, which I don't think I've got access to. And then there's the Immortals Infernal Ironsworn. Right. Because that will make a good degree more sense. Oh no, I can get those. I don't know then. Not a fucking clue. And I'm guessing as well by looking at the Hellforge. When I upgraded these, the cost went up from 100 to 125. So the cost for these is basically going to go up permanently. So then it's going to require more armaments for the next capacity. So to get full armies of them is going to cost a lot. And it's going to take a lot of time. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not the kind of guy who wants to do a blitz campaign sort of thing. I'm not into that. And it's a grand strategy game. It's not an RTS. It's supposed to take time. But I don't like it where they stagnate to the point where it's like, oh my god. But at the moment, fun part of this is just figuring out the... It's like the Chaos Dwarf Unholy Trinity. It's the economy, the tech tree, and the convoy system. All three work in like a degree of synergy. And it's like trying to figure out how that synergy works exactly. They usurped mine. Why? Can't you claim your fucking own? Dickheads. So their first act is to usurp mine. Why? Just take another one of the vacant ones, you bellend. That's going to get annoying, that though, I can see. That'll really start to grind my gears after a while. It's like, oh, it's been usurped by these. No, I needed that. Ornaments are fucking hard to get at the moment. I don't want to get procrastinator. Oops. Okay. Bloody hell. Our village beat him. I thought village were going to die then. I thought, oh no. Oh, why not? I could normally go for that, but since I just lost something on that, give me that. And then I'll claim that seat. Fuck you. Piece of shit. Because that was the first one I went for, which I will take back when I get a chance. But raw materials is also really important. And so I can spend that now to get more armaments. I ain't got to waste so much because I've just got 100 for free from that. But rather than looking at ones like these that they... Like, I'll come back to it, but I don't need it immediately. Like, this one can also work alongside it because it'll make units cheaper to then buy. That'll be my next priority one. Unless somebody else gets one first, which it probably will do. Since I got one first and then these two both got one about the same time. But then I want this one and then this one are my two priority ones here. I don't care about those or that or that. And then it'd probably be this one. And then either one of these, really. See, this one's good. And that one's good. And then so's that one as well. And that one's okay for Winds of Magic stuff. I'm just not well about these two.
Sumazma, whose praise are Budraj.
Zin's corruption is driving it down and I can't get it out. I mean, should that be affecting me negatively? Because I can't get rid of that, can I? And you haven't really got a good control building, you've only got that. Yeah, because as that increases, it's going to decrease my stuff.
Maori Tatagio, Vescaris.
That's annoying. Oh, did I get? I got a guy back, didn't I? Right, we don't want to go that direction, no. Oh, I just noticed something as well. Quite. So resource change in 3 turns. So some will have their resource changed out for what they may want and offer in return. So like somebody who's presently wanting armaments nearby and you don't want to give them armaments, you can then potentially get labour from them. So you've got a closer, safer route where you can get things faster. That's quite good. Got a steady flow of armaments coming in now at least. Need to build this next. And then I can upgrade and start going on to these. Seems to be going alright. The only thing that's concerning at the moment is public order. Public order's not doing great. And they've not got a good public order building. The public order building gives them 5 control, which is crap. And then plus 2 in adjacent provinces, which is no good to the province it's actually in. Realistic allowance of like plus 10, not plus 5. Right, okay, I'm going to leave this part here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, leave a like. If you're new around here, please drop a sub, help grow the channel. And I'll catch you on the next video. Take care everyone, and have a great day.